Oath of Nissa. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, that or Oath of Chandra, but I don't want to pick it at all. I'm also looking at a Relief Captain. I'm also looking at maybe a Blinding Drone. I think Relief Captain is the obvious pickup here. Boulder Salvo. Boulder Salvo also. It's looking at me. You can get a Boulder Salvo to second, third, fourth pick. You're not. I think the first pick here is Relief Captain. Wouldn't be. If I'm going Relief Captain, I'm probably not going to want to be in a white-blue deck. So either of these red cards coming back to me would be nice. Press or Blinding Drone. But give us Relief Captain. Give us Relief Captain. See, seeing a prophet of distortion now is less interesting after taking Relief Captain. Not that I'm married to white, but I like white. I would rather be in white where I know there's some good removal somewhere. Although everyone likes to take that removal. We'll see what we see. What we see is a Devour in Flames as well, which I'm totally happy to take. Wouldn't mind if a Path Warden came back. Wouldn't mind if an Expedition Raptor or even an Alpha Protector came back. With a lot of support, an Alpha Protector is a really great 3-drop. Really great. Especially if you're not playing black and don't have access to Vampire Envoys. But Devour in Flames will be a nice... it's not Boulder Salvo. And it's definitely more of a late game. Can take out Planeswalkers, which is interesting. I really wish I could take this Embodiment of Insight. Oh, alas, I cannot. For there beeth the Isolation Zone before me. This is a good pack for us. I mean, this is a good pack in general. A lot of people wouldn't mind having the Soothsayer. The Embodiment's insane. So we have a rare, and if there was a foil taken out of here. No, I mean... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1. No, there was no foil. Still not looking like we're going to need a whole lot of... Oops, make sure we take Isolation Zone. Computer's like, no, you really want this one. Not looking like we're gonna need a whole lot of colorless mana. Man, it's sure looking like red is open though. Even white doesn't look too closed off. Black seems like maybe there was an Oblivion Strike in this pack. It got chopped out. One uncommon gone. This is an easy Reality Hemorrhage, and we're starting to look pretty good, honestly. Pretty good. A Weapons Trainer or an Undo War Cleric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think in general I'm going to want the War Cleric, as I would rather try to get other allies than try to get equipment. And if I'm going red-white, I'm going to want to play allies anyway, so I think the best pick is the War Cleric. The best card still may be the Trainer. This early, I think it's easy to say the War Cleric is a nice pickup for me. Late in the first round. Zada's Commando is also a nice pickup for me. Tears of Valakut would not go amiss. Expedition Raptor, I do hope one comes and flies into our deck. As we won't be in green, so we won't have that double support theme going on. So far, we haven't seen a lot of green, we could now take a Path Warden, but no, we easily taking a Zada's Commando, seeing red white right down the barrel, right down the barrel. Pardon some, maybe. All right, hopefully maybe that. It's way too close. Okay. This pick is a Goblin Freerunner. Easily. And quickly. Another Goblin Freerunner over in Iona's Blessing. Never tried to play an Iona's Blessing. However, that's kind of a crazy ability. Putting that on a Zada's Commando would be insane. Even on a free runner. I think another free runner. We're looking to be a real quick smash deck. Plus that's a 4-mana enchantment. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do either of these battle tricks either. I'm just trying a phase where I don't use battle tricks, but I will hate on this Impulsive Murasa. And as much as I like sending, well, a Mighty Leap, I just said I didn't want battle tricks, but a non-consuming Sinkhole, although it is the butthole, and I like sending the butthole to other people, I'm going to sideboard that as well. Flameseeker is crazy good right now for us. And yeah, easily a Spark Mage's Gambit might make it. Another butthole, you know what? Let's send this one to someone else, not forget about it. Jesus, got a lot of buttholes over here. Everyone wanted to send us the butthole. I'm on video saying that. So that was a good pack. I like this deck. We look to have a good curve. We're kind of looking for 1 or 2 more 2-drops. Removal wise, we have Devour, Isolation Zone, and a Reality Hemorrhage. So 2 more spells and we'll be fantastic. Here's one, and I think it's an obvious choice. Drawn is Chosen is not a wasted rare. I'm not gonna splash black. We saw a lot of Scoured Barrens. Ding. I think I'm going with Cinder Barrens. I identify with the Barrens lands, and I use both of them as my monikers. Maybe that's it. One side of me is Scoured Barrens and the other is Cinder Barrens. Anyway, an Undo War Cleric would be great to come right on back to me. A Reckless Bushwhacker. Crap, actually. I do want a Reckless Bushwhacker. I kind of get that confused with Freerunner. And not confused, sometimes I see one and see the other. I mean, are these Zada or are they not? These goblins are all pretty. I wonder if they have the same artist. Pretty uniform, I was going to say, genetically. Here we're going to take another Isolation Zone, be real happy about it. Not look back. A shiny Reality Hemorrhage. We're also looking at a core Sky Climber. Shoulder to Shoulder is a little bit of a trick. Not something I want to main deck. Searing Light is removal, but conditional. So let's call it pseudo removal. Not something I totally want to main deck. It's useful late game. There's a lot of 1-power creatures. and it could take care of a wall also. It's close. It's close here with a Sky Climber, but I really love where I'm set up now. If I take this Reality Hemorrhage with 2 hemorrhages, 2 isolation zones, and go. So I'm definitely going to take this Reality Hemorrhage. Man, guys, we might be in a lane. Because if no one else is doing this red-white, they are doing something else. What's missing from this pack? 1 uncommon. Looks pretty non-red up there. Do we need any devoid? No, not at all. We need a Zada's Commando. Someone seems to be scooping up white, but not red, and definitely not white red. Although we didn't see, maybe that weapons trainer did make someone else go into the other white red. But why? They open a Stoneforge Masterwork and then just go, ooh. I've known people like that, I guess. I've played people like that. We're in the similar situation where we would like an Expedition and an Afro Protector. Expedition Raptor. So maybe 2 people are sucking up white cards because holy crap. So we just watched a video. Who was it? Who were we watching? It was a good video. Crap. It was too far back. Maybe Cheon. Just watched a video where someone got past this card, Fall of the Titans, real late. And it seemed ridiculous then. It seems even more ultra ridiculous now. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is only 3rd pick. This is, yeah, I guess that's not too insane, but it's insane. That's insane. That's insane. Looking at this pack, this is an interesting choice between Expedition Raptor and Press into Service. I like Press into Service maybe because of the support specifically. Because my only other support mode is Relief Captain, and I was hoping to get more of that. More of that going on, which just makes Relief Captain a special bomb if I have it in my hand. But then if I find more Expedition Raptors, then also so we're looking at 2 5-drops. One's a trick, one's a 2/2 flyer. So I think my decision is going to most of the time go towards Expedition Raptor. Holy moly. What does our curve want? We have a Sky Climber and a Commando. We have 2 Commandos in our deck. We are not going to main deck that. 2 Commandos in our deck and a War Cleric. Would 3 Commandos be too many Commandos? I don't think there should be any such thing as too many Commandos. However, a Sky Climber gives us evasion and the ability to smash for 3. This is a choice. I have 2 Zada's Commandos, so I'm gonna take the Sky Climber. And we get kind of pinged for that. Immediately, we see another Sky Climber. We do see a Reality Hemorrhage right next to it, which is crazy. Like, we just got past a Zada's Commando and a Reality Hemorrhage around half the circle. So let's not get too excited. Another Sky Climber is kind of what this deck wants. Another Reality Hemorrhage. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 good removal spells. Good removal spell. Yeah, so Reality Hemorrhage isn't great. You know, my instincts just say take down the Reality Hemorrhage and just run it. And run it like this. Hands in the air. Run it. So someone might want this Bone Saw. I'm not really going to play this Cinder Hellion, I feel. If I want to play a 5-drop, I want another Expedition Raptor. Nobody plays Abstruse Interference. Natural State's not going to hurt me at all. Storm Chaser going this late. Doesn't seem like anyone's doing that. So, alright, fine. Oops. We'll take the Cinder Hellion. Sure hope no one's taking Storm Chaser Mage, because there's another one right behind it. Pathfinder could be my top end, but nah. Forget about it. Let's just hope to open a Dragon or a Zada in BFZ. Our last draft was an Expedition. We're not going to play this Expedite, but cutting red going to the right is exactly what we want to do. Although, a Searing Light might be better than a second Spark Mage's Gambit. It's a good tempo play, like I said. It can destroy a wall. Any walls that might be in your way. Man, I love Remorseless Punishment. Like, it's just a good play at any time, any point in the game. Any quarter, any period. These are all hateable. And I don't want another Expedite, so I guess I'm going to hate this Remorseless Punishment. And mostly not hate it, mostly just take it for my own collection. I'm not going to play this Eldrazi. Aggressor, don't need to, don't want to. Don't do nothing. I'm going to take this Relentless Hunter out. Hate on it. Also not going to play Canopy Gorger, so I guess I am hating away. Got a lot of Expedites, so just no one was doing Surge right now. There were 2 mages and all these Expedites. 2 Storm Chaser mages and all these Expedites. So we're looking to open crazy good stuff right here. What we want is a Resolute Blade Master. Or Munda. Any of these red cards. This Touch of the Void is premium removal. A Retreat to Emeria allows me to pump my whole team. Retreat to Emeria is not going to come back to me. There's someone else in white. At least one other person in white. I can smite the monstrous. I have a sorcery here. So I think it's between Touch and Retreat for me. Metal Drone's just not in this deck. Channeler doesn't do anything for us either. Why is Channeler behind the land? This Touch of the Void or the Retreat to Emeria. See, we're not rallying. And even if we were, we'd be great. We would be great off because we ended up with almost all allies so far. 10 creatures, one of them non-ally. We take the Touch of the Void and we just have all the removal. We have 9 awesome removal spells. And then we use it to either fly or bomb our opponent. I want a Valakut Invoker in our deck. This is true. I think a Stone Fury at this point we can say is too expensive. We're not going to need a Fortified Rampart. So I think a Shadow Glider is a good pickup. It gives us just a little bit of power in the sky. Gives us our 11th creature. Now we're getting cut off a little bit. Our warrior, giant warrior ally. Actually, one of these 1-drops also could make it. Relief Captaining onto Expedition Envoy maybe is better. I mean, I'm going to take the Kite Sail Scout, thinking maybe the Envoy will come back, or maybe the Kite Sail Scout will come back. I mean, it is a Kite Sail Scout. I don't want to play both of them. Don't need to. I'll take the 2/1. And I'd rather have a Cliffside Lookout anyway. Vile Aggregate doesn't make it in this deck. Don't play Goblin Warpaint. people. Don't do it. And don't play me with it, because I'll go crazy. There's a lot of black here. Is no one doing black? Look at all that. Demon's Grasp. Cliffside Lookout will help us. For sure. Wish this was a foily plains, I would take it. Cliffside Lookout. Drop an envoy. How do we have all allies? Well, right now we're going to take this Slide Runner. Because this retreat's the worst. If it made all creatures your opponent controlled unable to block, it would be real good. Probably cost an extra mana too, but target creature can't block. So even if you're using a Pathfinder, you could drop a land, pay 1 colorless, and have 2 non-blockers. Yeah, I don't even really care. I like a Felidar Cub. No, I mean a McKinsey Slide Runner is an easy pickup. Courier Griffin gives us a little more power in the air. Maybe we do take the Griffin. We can get more. We'll take the curve pick. Keep it low. We get kind of bashed for that right away though. Instead of another Slide Runner, I'm gonna take a Core Cascader. We get 2 huge 2-drops in here. Or we could take a 4-drop 4/3 Trampler. It gives all my guys trample. Pretty much anytime I'll play a creature, besides two creatures at this point. This is a little harder. A Castigator at 2, or a Champion. I think we're trying to beat real hard, real fast. And although a Champion can be a finisher, well, I don't know. For us, it could be a finisher. I'm still going to take this Castigator. Try to stay quick and fast. Specifically because I'm not trying to play that other 1-drop. Don't need the colorless mana or the life gain, really. Destroying a land. Man, our red and white seems to have evaporated. Coming from the left. From the right, rather. Dispel, Rush of Ice. We're looking to hate something, I suppose. Don't want to see a Dispel or a Rush of Ice. If there's a land, there's a Mirror Pool. I don't know. There's really no lands I'm going to actually use a card slot to try to get rid of. So I ended up taking the Envoy and getting the Kitesail Scout back. Which is not very remarkable, I suppose. Maybe that was a different pack. Never mind. A Great Horn. Probably doesn't make the cut, but that's what we're gonna take. We're gonna take a Raider. Probably. Oh yeah, play a Looming Spires. That card. Get rid of a Ruin Processor. Do I play one? Am I exiling? I have 1 Touch of the Void. Oh yeah, and then 2 Isolation Zones. Hell. Maybe. I mean, that over a Cinder Hellion. Gain life as opposed to make your opponent lose. Don't need that 2-drop. Got enough. So I kind of chose to keep my curve real low. But then I picked up at least 3 good 5 to 7 drops. Not good. Maybe 1 good one, 2 medium ones, 2 C's. $18 creatures. But I think we were well set up. There had to have been no one else playing red-white. Maybe a couple black-whites. Well, not even that. There was had to have been some green-white. Green-white allies. Maybe even a blue-white deck. That'd be silly. Someone just snap up a Reflector Mage and go. So we're looking at a lot of spells, and I don't even think we need Searing Light, because Reality Hemorrhage, well, as a matter of fact, this will get rid of a 1/4, this will not. So let's mix it up a little bit. This will get rid of the Devourer in Flames. Still 5 damage. We've got a lot of removal. We're gonna hope to play this like after a Searing Light or one of these 1-drops. We have too many 1-drops, which I think we like Cliffside Lookout best. I think we definitely don't need the Raider. 3 more cuts. 8 minutes. So our top end looks good. I'm gonna keep the Ruin Processor. It's oblique, but we don't need colorless mana. It fits into any deck. We have 3 reliable ways to exile. 3. And there doesn't seem to be anything else that we're gonna take over it. Just having only Expedition Raptor as your top end is not something, and a Fall of the Titans is not what I want. So I'm gonna keep this Ruin Processor. 2 Goblin Freerunners. See, yeah, my 4-drop slot's a little heavy, and I don't know if. I mean, I like Great Horn having first strike. Great Horn into Raptor would make this a typical 3/4 that could become a 5/6 with first strike. So actually that sounds pretty nice. All of my 4-drops have evasion or support. Shadow Glider and a Kung Flame Seeker are essential 3-drops. Slide Runner, don't really need to gain life. So maybe even a War Cleric gets cut. I don't have a whole lot of support, so I think obviously I cut the Scout. Don't have enough support to really have any 1-drops like that. I think this Lookout will stay. Because it and one other creature, boom, will smash for, even if it's just as like they kill one of the 3-powereds, they keep the commando, we smash for 5 on turn 5 after Isolation Zone. It's like a contingency plan, just having him out there. It's great. Still got 2 more cuts. So maybe Searing Light after all doesn't make it. After all, this Devour in Flames will have to be the Wall Destroyer that we bring to bear. We still have 8 sweet removal spells. A suite of 8 removal spells. And we're not going to play Retreat. So actually we have 7 sweet removal spells. We are at our deck size. What we're looking at as a sideboard is a Searing Light. So if they do have just tons of Vampire Envoys, I just thought I need to put some laundry in the laundry. We also have one out of 3 consuming sinkholes if we're playing a lot of Awaken lands and or just find the need to do 4 to the face. We have Reality. No, don't put it in. Where did it go? This Reality Hemorrhage can come in for a Lookout if we face a lot of bears. Here we're going to add some lands. 8 and 8. This gives us 9 mountains, which I think, bam, we're a little bit heavier and 2-drops on the mountainside, so we'll do that. We'll submit, and we will see you guys in round 1.